Hello everyone, I'm Indra Bartona and welcome to my show. Today's topic is Master Your Fears. So I'm looking forward to sharing some of my insights about this and also sharing some of the benefits. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe, like and comment below this video. And also head over to Positivity Vibe Tribe group on Facebook. There's a link below this video as well, and join in the community. So let's get started. Now, I'd never really thought about the word fear before looking into it in great detail, but since I did, it's opened a whole can of worms up. Now, dictionary.com defines fear as a distressing emotion aroused by impending fear, evil, pain, whether the threat is real or imagined. It's a feeling or condition of being afraid. Of course, in life, there are times of real danger. And at those moments, our bodies actually kick into the fight or flight response. When we're faced with a real, tangible fear, it's up to us to, in the moment, choose a response and how we're going to deal with fear at that time. At the moment of physical danger, our body releases hormones that help us to deal with the moment that we're either going to stay and fight or run as the fear approaches us or the danger approaches us. So we're talking about a rush of hormones into our body and a split second where we are going to make a decision on what we're going to do: stay or run, fight or flight. It's normal for us to have real fears, and we can accept those fears. And then there's some fears that we can actually decide that we're going to conquer. So enough said about physical fears. What I want to move on to is the perceived fears. Now, whether there's a real fear or a perceived fear, the body doesn't decipher, and an influx of hormones is released into our bodies. So we're still going through the hormonal rush and the level of stress, whether it's perceived or whether it's real as a fear. So there are some examples of perceived fear, and I'm not referring to the types that are medical or clinically assessed fear or health conditions. I'm referring to the type that we create in our minds, that we talk ourselves into those types of fears. Some examples of perceived fears that we create in our minds are the fear of losing a job, the fear of failure, the fear of not getting an opportunity, the fear of success, the fear of not being enough. Now, there's so many different fears that we could list out and think about, but these fears are the fears that are holding you back. Even some fears of being criticized or rejected. These fears we've made up in our mind, and it's basically mind chatter. And these scenarios are in our mind to deter us from moving forward with what we really want to do, our hopes and dreams and possible goals. So this is the area I specifically want to talk about, as in the fears and things that could be holding us back. Lewis Howes has recently been talking about this type of fear, the types of fears that are holding us back from reaching our goals, our dreams, the things that we want to do. Lewis Howes is also a huge encourager of not living in a state of fear and going after the things that you want in life. He, in fact, says to expect to be criticized as part of pursuing your dreams, as part of doing whatever you want. And to me, that's that relieves me of a lot of things. And actually, it should actually give us the motivation to just go and do whatever it is to conquer our fears, to reach our hopes and dreams and not be held back. Another great point that Lewis Howes mentions is that a way to overcome your fears and to really find out what's behind it is to ask yourself the question, why are you so fearful of this? I have to agree that this is a really great method because we are such complex beings and the answers really do lie deep within us at such an incredible level below the layers. Once we've answered the question of why are we so fearful, we're in the position to move forward and to resolve whatever the fear is about and to master the fear. Now think about it for a minute. If something is holding you back, a fear that you have is holding you back from your hopes and dreams, it's actually robbing you of life itself, of living fully, of enjoying your life to the fullest extent that you can. So it's time for a little tough love, to engage with yourself in confronting your fears about what is holding yourself back. Now, this process is completely up to you and you take it at your own pace, but you hold the key. To help this self-reflection exercise, it's a great idea to write down what the fear is and then write down further why you have this fear, and then take it to a whole nother level and write down some solutions on how you could solve this issue for yourself. When you're able to action some of these items that you've written down as resolutions, you're going to find that you will be stronger and have a stronger sense of self in the process. A benefit of overcoming these types of fears is that you're going to feel like you've conquered the barriers for yourself, and you're going to have a feeling of freedom in general about the area and not feeling restricted anymore about having the fear. Another benefit of mastering your fears is that you can feel more confident because this is not holding you back anymore. And when you let go of the fear and the worry, there is an opportunity for you to be allowing yourself to actually believe in yourself and to acknowledge the strength at a whole new level. It's also another time to celebrate the win of overcoming the fear and to acknowledge that for yourself, that you have overcome this fear. If you need motivation, I suggest that you move beyond this fear by working things backwards, and then you can see the benefit of actually solving and conquering your fear. My personal favorite way of mastering my fears is to do some self-reflection exercises. And this basically just means that you need to prioritize some alone time. And then I go, of course, and write down some of the issues that I'm dealing with, and then work through the resolution, as I've mentioned earlier. So I hope you found this Master Your Fears helpful. And if you like the show, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment. I am going to be back with a new show very soon. So in the meantime, I am sending you love, light, and blessings.